Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Addict, where sports it's all that matters. For this video, I'm going to be wrapping up the NFC South. So I will be predicting the Carolina Panthers for this season. They started Week One getting a loss to the Saints, 47-10 loss. Then they lost to the Chargers, 26-3. And this past Sunday, they beat the Raiders, 36-22. So they started the season 1-2. The expert have you guys going 3-14. I have you guys going 2-15, despite benching Bryce Young and starting Andy Dalton. Because the issues, the questions coming, supposedly the questions that were going to be coming into this season was going to be the O line. But I looked at the stats of the 3 games. You guys have given up 8 sacks, so your offensive line has done somewhat okay. But the first matchup against the Saints, you received. Let me see. You allowed 4 sacks. So I mean, there's a lot of things to fix. I feel from that game, the other 2 games you have only allowed 2 sacks the last 2 games. But I don't know how. I don't know if that offensive line can keep it up. That's why I give you guys a 2-15 record. But anyway, you will be. Let me see. You'll be at the Bengals this Sunday, this coming Sunday, for week number 4. And the question marks for the Bengals is T. Higgins. Money problems were because there was a lot of players on the Bengals side that wanted money, so that question is not concerning anymore because most of them got resigned. The defensive line, Joe Burrow staying healthy. I'll give you guys the loss against the Bengals. Then you'll be visiting the Bears. I already explained your guys' question marks about the O line, so I'll go ahead and explain the Bears question marks this for the season. The Bears, however, Williams play and they have issue on the defensive line. I'll give you guys the loss against the Bears. Then you'll be hosting the Falcons, a second division matchup. The Falcons' problem is how well will Kirk Cousins play, and if there's going to be a tension between coach and quarterback. The story. They signed Kirk Cousins to somewhat of a big deal and stuff, and you then they go and draft a quarterback in the draft. That can cause tension, but I still give the Falcons the win. Then you'll be going at Commanders. The Commanders' issue is how long will it take Jaden Daniel to become a star? And they have issue at the left tackle. I see you somehow pulling the win against the Commanders. Then you'll be visiting the Broncos. The Broncos' issue is how well will Bo Nix play, and does he have enough supporting cast? I see you guys taking the loss over the Broncos. Then you'll be hosting the Saints in the second matchup. The Saints' issue is they did not make a lot of moves this off season. But let me see. There's other question that I wrote down. Oh, not enough move made in the offseason. It's a break or make season for Carr and Allen. They're supposedly the favorites to win the NFC South. I'll give you guys the loss against the Saints and you getting swept by the Saints. Then you'll be hosting the Giants. The Giants' issue is Can Daniel Jones stay healthy? Oh yes, Jones staying healthy, like I mentioned. So you guys taking the loss against the Giants. Then you'll be hosting the Chiefs. The Chiefs question marks wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback depth on defense. Still, you were the loss against the Chiefs. Then you'll be hosting the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers issue is just their no seeing how will Baker and the OC, chemistry be. So I'll give you guys the loss against the Buccaneers. Then you'll be visiting the Eagles. Eagles is run defense, their question mark. I'll give you guys the loss against the Eagles. Then you'll be hosting the Cowboys. The Cowboys issue is the running game, supposedly the running back position. So I'll give you guys the loss over the Cowboys. Then you have the then you'll be hosting the Cardinals. Uh, the Cardinals question is as following: lack of wide rec- lack of wide receiver, and how long will it take for Marvin Marvin Harrison Jr. to become the number one receiver? Is defense enough to take the next step? And they have issue on the run defense. Give you guys the loss against the Cardinals. I mean, this is seems it looks like a winnable game, but I don't know. I feel like the Cardinals they have something established. You guys are barely trying to build something. Their offensive line. You guys have the weapons. The offensive line is doing okay these last three games. But I feel like the Cardinals have something established there. You guys are building something there. So that's why I give you guys the long against the Cardinals. But it's a winnable game. I will say that it's a winnable game for you guys. But the Buccaneers, then you'll be hosting. Oh no, you'll be visiting the Buccaneers. I will explain your issues and the Buccaneers' issues. I'll give you guys the loss over the Bucks. Then lastly you'll be visiting the Falcons in your guys' last game. Explain the Falcons issue. I'll give you guys the loss over the Falcons. I mean, I know it seems like I'm giving you guys losses like everywhere and stuff, but it's like this schedule. I mean, I'm going off what how the teams question marks are coming into the season. I know the season already started. You know, 3 weeks of football have passed already. We're tomorrow's Thursday. Cowboys Giants. So yeah, but anyway, focusing on the Panthers. I mean, these games are pretty much. There's a couple games that I'll say they're winnable, but I mean, I don't know. Like I know you guys switched Andy you went from Young to Andy Dalton, and that O line is doing okay for the most part. Just allowing 8 sacks. I expected him to have that number to be higher in these 3 games, but it's not. So I mean, but I don't know. Can that offensive line hold on the rest of the season? To protect Andy Dalton. You know how it is in the NFL. If you don't have a good old line that gives your quarterback time in the pocket, it can be hard to win games. That's why I give you guys this 2-15 record. The expert have you guys 3-14. So my fellow Panthers fan, what record do you guys think the Panthers will end this season? Leave your guys' comments down below. And that's it for this video. Don't forget, this is Sports Addict, where sports, it's all that matters. Until next